Welcome back to the North American Invitational Sevens. I'm Liz Entwistle on Field 1, where we are now moving on to the boys U18 Elite quarterfinals. This is Atlantis Rugby in the black against Herriman from Utah, Herriman High School, wearing the white with the red details. Both these teams yesterday playing a good amount of rugby. Atlantis went 3-0 in their pool play, and it was the Herriman side that went 1-2. Advancing still to the Cup quarterfinals, we saw a thrilling match between Herriman and the Atlantis Selects. Herriman were victors in that game, managing to even score a try when they were down 6 men due to a yellow card. But here it is, Atlantis with their speedster, Royale Jones, dotting down under the post. Royale had a fantastic day in the tournament yesterday. He's wearing those gold boots and certainly stepping up to the flash. Royale is going to be playing college rugby at American International College in Springfield, Massachusetts. That's Coach Josh Macy keeping an eye on his player here. So hello to Josh if you are watching. Atlantis going up early with a 7-0 lead 1 minute into the action. So Royale Jones playing his high school rugby at Union in New Jersey. Most of this Atlantis 1 team from the Pennsylvania area. We do have a player wearing number 5, Fox Harper, from Powerhouse Melbourne in Australia. So good day to anyone watching down there. We have a couple players from Georgetown in Maryland, James Lyons wearing the number 4 jersey. And then of course Royale Jones out of Union in New Jersey. The rest of this team drawing from Unionville, Doylestown, West Shore, and Westchester, Pennsylvania. So we see an uncharacteristic error on these kickoffs here, back and forth now with the free kick on the field. It is Herriman with the ball in hand. This Herriman side, a local high school team. This Herriman team has won the state championship several times over. They are the 2016 state champions in 15s, and they are looking to equalize right away. These teams going to be back and forth. This is a cup quarterfinal. It is the only bracket of the tournament that went with traditional pool play structure. The rest of the brackets, the U18 women, the Open, the Elite, the Boys Open, and the U14s all playing pool play round robin, and then a championship game from there. So we see a penalty shown to Herriman High School. Looks like we have an offsides call from our referee in the middle wearing the orange kit. So it's Herriman with the tap and looking to drive it forward, and he gets the try. So the big man from Herriman, I believe that was their number 6, Zach Barker. We had some information as well supplied by their coaches yesterday. So this Herriman team is another one that has advanced to the high school national championships. They fell in the semifinals last year to Gonzaga. They couldn't repeat the trip this year. It is a quite large amount of travel going to these championships taking place in Charlotte, North Carolina this year. That Gonzaga high school program out of the DC area, a national powerhouse coached by Peter Baguetta, one of our USA coaches. So Peter would have been here 2 weeks ago when the Regional Athletic Complex hosted the Women's Super Series between the USA, Canada, England, and France. Last weekend, this complex also played home to the Pioneer Sevens West qualifier. Back on the field, the conversion kick is missed, so it's going to be Herriman trailing 5-7 against this Atlantis black team. This is the Atlantis U18 team. They have an U17 team that is also competing in the tournament wearing the teal jerseys. We'll see them here on the field a little bit later today. Both these Atlantis boys squads going 3-0 in their pool play, maybe on a collision course to play each other. And of course, their girls squad playing in the girls elite bracket. The girls fell earlier this morning and are sitting at 2-2 on the tournament so far. So we see another kick, not making his 10-meter mark. It's going to be a free kick this time to Atlantis. Maybe a product of fatigue from all the action yesterday playing in this elite boys bracket. High quality of competition, teams from the USA and from Canada. We're also sitting at 4,226 feet of altitude in Salt Lake here in the Wasatch Valley. And then we have the heat factor as well. Yesterday, temperatures topping 100 degrees. So solid play from this Atlantis squad. That is their number 3 jersey, Jaden Demi from West Shore, Pennsylvania. Jaden had a fantastic day yesterday, and he's in fine form again today, scoring the try under the post. This is a guy that has all the moves, the fancy footwork, can make the passes, and he does not drop the ball. I think the only quote-unquote error we saw out of Jaden yesterday was there was another kick and chase from one of his teammates, and he couldn't quite keep up to the ball. But we can't really call that an error either, as it was a heads-up, cheeky attempt through this Atlantis team, 3-0 yesterday and sitting with a 12-5 lead thus far. And that 2 points on the conversion, that puts it at 14-5, Atlantis leading with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first half of action. So the winner of this match will advance to play on in the Cup semifinals. This is the first of our boys elite cup quarterfinals. So 8 of the 11 teams in the tournament playing in this quarterfinal competition. The 3 teams that missed out are playing against each other in a bowl final. So those 3 teams playing a round robin still get 2 games of action yet today. It's Herriman on the attack. That kick from Atlantis does go 10, and then a little bit further downfield. We'll see if a lot of these teams might adapt their kicking strategies to go deeper. We saw that work well yesterday with the Utah Lions side when they were playing Eagle Impact. Every time this Utah Lions team had a kickoff, they pinned that Eagle team deep, and it was the Utah Lions side that did come away with the win. They're sitting at 3-0 and will be up a little bit later this morning against the Upright Rugby team from Utah. When they faced each other in pool play yesterday, it was the Utah Lions that did come out victorious. Right now, it's Herriman answering try for try, battling with Atlantis. And that's the try. Actually, I may be incorrect. It looks like we...
recognize it. It looks like me.
All right, verifying with referee on the field. It is a try awarded to Herriman. We'll get a verification on that jersey number as well. Barreling downfield, so it looks like 2 props from each team getting their points on the board. And Herriman going to be looking to convert. It is 14-10 pending this conversion kick. The kick is good as well. It should be right in front of the post. So 14-12, Herriman trailing the Atlantis U18s. They're listed as Atlantis 1 if you're checking any of the scores online. All the action at NAI7s.com. We do have elite and open action taking place on field 2 as well. So if you're keeping track of the tournament as a whole, keeping up with the scores, that was at number 25, Sione Bloomfield with a try. He's come off the field now for a bit of a breather after that massive run. Congratulations on the try, Sione, but we need to get you back out there for the second half. With the new sub laws, we can rotate players on and off the field. They are allowed any 5-player changes in this game of 7s, so it is not a permanent sub once a player comes off. We did see one of the Herriman players yesterday come off with a pretty big gash on his head, so blood substitutions not counting in that 5. Right now, substitutions don't matter, as it is number 7 from Atlantis backing himself, Brandon Boom out of Unionville, Pennsylvania, going all the way. As time is running out in this first half, another crucial try. It has been a track meet back and forth between these 2 teams, Atlantis and Herriman, evenly matched in this cup quarterfinal. It is Atlantis that's going to go in with a halftime advantage. A magnificent run about 50 meters downfield for Brandon Boone. We'll be looking to Atlantis to add the extras, currently up 19-12. And if this first half is any indication, this truly is anyone's match. These teams playing to advance on to the Cup semifinals. It is number 8 from Atlantis, James Jock from Westchester, Pennsylvania, slotting the extra points. So a 21-12 lead for Atlantis U18s over Herriman. We'll go to commercials and be back as soon as the second half kicks off.
I am your fortress on the front line of sport. Engineered to be stronger than the attack. I defy convention by protecting more with less. Helping you breathe easier, hydrate faster, speak more clearly. I am Sisu, and I fend for you.
Commitment. It's the measure of every great player and of every true fan. It powers supporters as they push their team to greater endeavor and drives the world's finest athletes in brutal but beautiful confrontation. Every ruck, pass, kick and try, ratcheting up the excitement until you can give no more. Commitment is in our heritage and in our future. Bonded by rituals, behaviors and values, a shared passion for the greatest game on the earth. It inspires us to push boundaries, constantly innovating for the good of the game. Rugby is not just about winning or losing. True commitment is all of this, and more. And what makes rugby is what makes Canterbury. Each shirt is crafted from the very fabric of the game. So when you pull on Canterbury, professional, amateur or supporter, you're wearing more than just a shirt. Canterbury, committed to the game.
Cup quarterfinal. It is Herriman in white kicking off to Atlantis U18 in black. It has been a back and forth match so far. Atlantis currently leading 21-12, looking to add to that lead. A fantastic breakaway here on their kickoff receipt, and this is going to be the second try of the day for Jaden Demi, the number 3 of Atlantis, wearing that gray scrum cap. Jaden having a fantastic tournament so far. We'll look to see his production level increasing as the day goes on as well. So great work out of Atlantis. Way to come out strong in the second half of play. That adds to their lead 26-12 with 30 seconds gone in the second half of play. It is worth noting this Herriman team that did do well in their games yesterday, of course, had an exciting win over Atlantis. Did go 1-2. They had another game stolen from them at the end of a match over on field 2. They are without one of their top players today. Tamasi Tonga unfortunately had to go to a family wedding, so is not available. And he was one of their big impact players yesterday, a tall, powerful runner.
And at halftime, I put 2 in for 1. So I have 2 subs, 2 for 1.
But it has been back and forth so far, so wouldn't be surprised if Herriman comes back to answer with a try of their own. Every try has been answered with the exception of that one Atlantis got right before the halftime. So a bit of momentum their way. They basically have 2 tries within 30 seconds of each other to close the first half and start the second. They're going to be kicking off to Herriman. And they do indeed go high and deep. A little bit of issues with both sides with their kicks not going 10 meters in the opening minutes of the match. But no matter here, that fantastic kick from Atlantis, pinning the Herriman deep in their own territory. Herriman going quick with the line out. Tackled in goal, but it looks like we may call it back. The referee says no to the quick line out, and we're going to have another line out. So we had a couple substitutions from this Atlantis team. Worth noting again, their incredibly experienced coaching staff. Emil Signa's on the sideline, Biddy Boyle, and then we have Jack Foley as the lead coach for this U18 side. They are sharing some coaches with their U17s as well. Their U17s wearing teal. Both teams 3-0 yesterday, and we'll see this Atlantis 2 as they're labeled, but they are the Atlantis U17s playing in another cup quarterfinal later. It is Atlantis with the score, putting the pressure on in the lineout. They are currently leading 31-12 over Herriman Rugby out of Utah. So for a side that's combining players from multiple states and indeed multiple countries, we did mention their number 5, Fox Harper, out of Melbourne, Australia. We've got players from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Maryland all on the team. They've been elevating as the tournament's gone on. Yesterday we were commenting that we think their U17s might take them out if they were head-to-head in pool play, but the way Atlantis U19s are playing today, I might have to revise that estimate. It would be a thrilling matchup for sure. Always fun when we see 2 teams from the same program play each other. That happened with the Utah Lions team that's going to be playing next. The Utah Lions, 2 elite sides playing at the United World Games over in Europe, and they took out, well, I should say their first team took out their second team in the semifinals, so they ended up taking 1 and 3 in that tournament. They'll be playing with Utah Elite in the cup quarterfinal of this elite bracket. Their second team is playing in the Open. Their women's currently undefeated in the women's elite, so they're looking to go 3-0 and earn some of the trophies we have slated, courtesy of Canterbury, USA. But it's a lot of teams that have a lot of different things to say about that, trying to get in their way. And this is Herriman coming back with a try of their own, back and forth. These boys showing off their speed and showing off their focus. It's easy to get a little dejected when you get scored on, but this Herriman team, every team Atlanta scores, they score right back. That'll bring the score 31-17, pending the conversion kick. A pretty key kick if we got a 2-try game here with a 14-point difference. Should they get this kick and be able to bring within 12, they could score 2 tries and win, rather 2 tries and tie. Yesterday in pool play action, we did see ties stand, but today it is a knockout round, so this cup quarterfinal, we'll have to play some extras should they end up tied. The conversion kick is good. That brings it to 31-19, Atlantis leading Herriman.
Conversion was good. So
yeah, 19. So it is 31-19, Atlantis U18 leading Herriman Rugby out of Utah. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second half of play. Herriman is going to be looking to recover this kick if there's anything they can say about it. They're definitely making sure this kick goes 10, straight into the hands of Jaden Demi from Atlantis. setting a solid platform for the ruck. And Atlantis has the numbers out wide. Look at this spacing, confident in their passing skills. They've got it. It's almost a 4-on-2 situation, but they choose to go to the weak side here instead, perhaps buying a little bit of extra time, trying to test themselves one-on-one. We do have the sweeper to beat for the Herriman team, and we have a couple of chasers. But a beauty of an offload. My goodness. I believe that was number 7, Brandon Boone, offloading to James Lyons from Georgetown Prep out of Maryland. A fantastic pass. Fantastic run here too. Brandon being able to draw those defenders away. He had the sweeper in front of him. He had 2 trailers behind him, leaving up all the space in the world for that number 4, James Lyons, to score the try. Atlantis has to be happy, currently leading 36-19 pending the conversion kick. So the kick is good. It is 38-19. Atlantis U18s leading Herriman out of Utah. Still have 1 minute and 27 seconds left to play. Coaches using some strategy with their substitutions and their bench. We just heard Atlantis coach Jack Foley telling the boys if there's a penalty, just go to touch, take the line out. They can be secure in their win. No need to blow it out because they will still have a cup semifinal yet to play after this. We've seen some teams play some magical rugby, but it'd be quite difficult to score 3 tries in 1 minute for this Herriman team. Wouldn't be surprised if they got another, though, because it seems every time Atlantis scores, it's Herriman answering right back. They'll go on to play with a plate final as well. And so this is the first of the boys' cup quarterfinal action in U18 here at the North American Invitational. It's Herriman with the breakaway now. This is their number 9. Tayson Hammer going upfield. Tayson and his brother Jackson both playing on this team. It is Tayson hammering it in. Number 9 with the try, going the distance for Herriman. Score is going to be 38-24. Kick is good. We're sitting at 26-38. Herriman trailing Atlantis. We have 17 seconds yet to play in the game. We'll see if Herriman tries to go quick. Might just get another points or some more points on the board for pride. 10 seconds yet to go. So still time for one final Herriman kick. A little bit of a line drive there. And Atlantis having a bit of trouble fielding the ball. It's Herriman showing the defensive pressure. They get it into their hands. I believe that is Atlantis' number 12. That would be Mike Solimer out of Westchester, Pennsylvania. And it's Herriman with a turnover. One last chance here to score a try. I love the fight of these two teams, back and forth with all their tries and all the action. Ultimately, it's going to be that try that Atlantis scored to close out the first half of play, and that try that they had right to open the second half. A great last-minute try here by Herriman. It looked to be their number 10, Levi Hunt, scoring under the post. Looking to add the extras, so we're sitting at 31-38. A high-scoring affair here on Field 1 of the North American Invitational. Game is going to end 38-33. Atlantis U18 over Herriman. Atlantis U18 will be the first team to punch their ticket to the Cup semifinals. This will put Herriman into the bowl. But with a strong showing here, you got to think Herriman might be a favorite in that plate competition. Of course, plenty of action yet to come. This is the first of the boys U18 quarterfinals. We'll be back in just a moment here on Field 1. I am Liz Entwistle with the North American Invitational Sevens at the Regional Athletic Complex in Salt Lake City, Utah.